No one told you life was gonna be this way.
What? What? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you expecting something? You thinking that you just get claps on demand now? Like I'm some kind of little circus monkey that just claps at the beginning of every video just so you can be entertained? No. No more free claps. From now on, you're going to pay for every clap that I give you at the beginning of the video. And you know how you're going to do that? By buying this book, The Islamic Dilemma. Available now worldwide on Amazon. The Islamic Dilemma with a foreword by Dr. David Wood is selling like hotcakes, doing incredibly well. It's been a financial success for me. I'm really proud of it. I think it represents the best of the Islamic Dilemma that apologists have been working on for decades now. And if you'd like to grab your copy, you know where. Enough with the epic intro. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this video. I'm really excited because Dean Responds has finally made a video response to my book. Now, my book has been out for just under a month now, and I've been really interested in seeing how people who have engaged in this topic, especially people who are knowledgeable in this topic, who have actually spearheaded an entirely innovative, very innovative approach to trying to solve the Islamic dilemma. Unsuccessfully, but you know, you gotta give him credit where credit's due. And Dean is just one of those people. Dean has been the head of this. He's been someone who's basically got kind of like a little cult following of Muslims trying to solve the dilemma by copy and pasting every ChatGPT word this guy has ever said. So let's waste no more time. Let's get into this. I'm really fascinated to see what he has to say. This should be the beginning of a whole new paradigm of arguments on the Islamic dilemma. Let's see what he has to say. Here we go.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In today's video, we're going to be playing some highlights from me discussing with Chris on the Islamic dilemma.
What is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, I kid you not. It turns out Dean has not actually read the book. That's basically it. It's not, he never actually responds to anything. He never responds to my book. Never responds to my arguments. He literally doesn't even really do anything in this video. He just takes clips from other interactions that he's had with me over the past and just puts them together. He didn't even need to edit them because they were already edited from the prior videos. So he literally has done nothing. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a compilation. He's just rehashed old content, literally added nothing new other than this very short intro segment, and posted the video. Like, it was probably 10 minutes worth of work for him. If he even did it at all. Maybe this was his editor who did this. All he did was sit in front of a camera, say, hey guys, here's a compilation video. Chris has made a new book. I'm not going to address anything in that book because I'm guessing he has no arguments, no counter responses, nothing of any value at all. And he's basically just admitting defeat here. I mean, imagine someone writes a book on a subject that you've passionately studied and made tons of content on, and you even know the guy, you've even like had interactions with him, and then a month after his book comes out, you make a video, the first video regarding this, by the way, only to then not actually address anything in the book and not introduce anything new. Literally, you're just rehashing content. Dean, come on, man. I mean, I spent 9 months on that book, writing it anyway. Are you telling me that all I get is 10 minutes of you basically just panicking and coping and saying, well, here's some rehashed content, rehashed videos. I'm not going to say anything about the book. Which is brilliant, because as far as I can tell, Muslims have no responses to this at all. In fact, it's basically just been a wipeout. John Fontaine got it immediately and then left a 1-star review on Amazon to destroy the book. Unfortunately, the book actually went on to sell quite well, so that didn't work out for John. But other than that, it's literally just been Dean making this video, and it took him weeks, and I thought that was because he was going to read the book. But no, he literally, as far as I'm aware, he's not read the book. He has been unable to produce any kind of response to my arguments in my book. And that's coming from someone who is the innovator, the chief innovator of Islamic dilemma defenses. No one innovates like Dean Responds. But you gotta give it to Dean. He's got a good sense of humor. Watch this clip.
Now, I have a future book coming out. It's going to be on the Injil, discussing the different positions on the Injil, as well as defending our position, showing the veracity of it, how it actually points towards proofs for Islam. I'll be highlighting all these things within my upcoming book, inshallah ta'ala. So look out for that in the coming months.
Dean is talking about his upcoming book. Now, I used to say that. I used to talk about my upcoming book. But the difference between me and you, Dean, is I actually wrote one. I actually wrote a book. And it actually sold really well. That was 9 months ago. And even before that, I reread the whole Quran again and started to prepare tools in preparation for maybe writing a book. I'm going to tell you guys now. I'm just, because I know this, right? I just know this. Dean will never write a book. He will never write a book. He cannot do it. Dean doesn't do anything. He doesn't make his videos. He doesn't edit his videos. He doesn't make the thumbnails. He literally does nothing. So Dean writing a book, and I know what it takes to actually write a professional book and get it copy edited and get it published. Dean just about knows how to ask ChatGPT to do that. And even then, I imagine not very well. And even the book itself, this book is as real as his solutions to the Islamic dilemma, right? That's how real this book is. He's saying that he's going to write this book and it's going to be about the Injil and the different positions on the Injil Islamically. Okay, well, you know the Quran affirms the Torah too, Dean. There are huge problems with the Quran affirming the inspiration, preservation, and authority of the Torah, which is all found in my book, Dean. You would know this if you have read it. If you want me to send you a copy, Dean, if you ask nicely, I might do so. But, I mean, maybe I could give him the benefit of the doubt and say maybe it is also going to be about the Torah, but why emphasize the Injil if your book is about both? Why not just say, yeah, you're going to talk about the Torah and the Injil and the positions on both, right? It kind of seems like you're intentionally avoiding that topic, which is quite interesting, Dean. But nonetheless, I'll just wait for your book to come out before I make any judgments. And I wish there was less for me to criticize in Dean's videos, but he just can't help by just putting in no effort at all and making just really like the content is about me and I don't find it interesting. Like, when you make content about me and I'm not interested by it, you know you've messed up somewhere. And it gets worse because then he just goes on to do this.
This is the new Sadaqah Jariyah in town. On the Day of Judgment, the first thing we will be asked about...
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's a bootleg Ali Dawah advert. He didn't make that. He didn't edit it. He didn't do anything with it. It's just a pre-made advert that I've seen over and over again. Probably even in Dean's videos. And he just... copy pastes. Took him 3 seconds. The rest of Dean's video, and I kid you not, it's just talking about Matthew 23. That's literally it. It's like, this is all Dean has now. He's resorted to whataboutism, and he's resorted to pivoting to a totally different thing. I've tried to explain to him that even if this did somehow destroy Christianity, even though it obviously doesn't, it's about as well developed as his non-existent book is, I still explain to him that still means Islam is false, and you've just accepted that Islam is false. Congratulations. You're a special kind of special. But we love you, Dean. The work you're doing, man, I've never seen so much confusion and so much innovation coming from one guy. I mean, if there was a record for that, you would win it, sir, hands down. Imagine making a compilation to demonstrate that you've refuted an argument, only to just show clips of you talking about a different argument. This would be like Dean saying, I'm going to destroy all these arguments that say that Muhammad was a bad moral character by talking about how the Quran has been perfectly preserved. He's acting like a particular expression by Jesus once, by the way, is somehow analogous to the 18 times the Quran confirms the Torah and Gospel in the Quran. 18 and 1 are not synonymous. There is a big jump between those numbers. Trying to say that they have the same impact is just dumb, okay? No one believes that. Not even Muslims believe that, Dean. I'm actually going to call it, I think that Dean is just done. At least on regards to the Islamic dilemma, there's just nothing there. He doesn't have a response. He doesn't seem bothered to even engage with the material. He just seems distraught by it. And of course, who wouldn't be? The argument is devastating to Islam and shows that Islam is not true. Nevertheless, we do have to give a big round of applause for Dean for sticking it this long and really trying to come up with any way of solving the Islamic dilemma. And sadly, he just hasn't been able to. But man, it's been a good run. It's been a good run, Dean. You will go down in the Islamic annals as the guy who thought adding the word generally would solve everything. When he doesn't know the word general, he actually means specific, which is literally the opposite of the word general. But it's okay. We've forgiven you, Dean. Don't worry about it. Maybe someone else will take Dean's place. Maybe there'll actually be a Muslim that can answer the Islamic dilemma and is willing to engage with my book and actually have some kind of dialogue. Sadly, though, it looks like it's not Dean Responds. Oh well. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I have a few things to say. I'm preparing for a particular conference where I'll be giving the plenary talk on the Islamic dilemma. So I've prepared my presentation for that. That will be happening in June, early June. And my other thing that I've been looking into is actually mathematical miracles in the Quran. This has been something that I've always wanted to give a much better and detailed argument against. And I think I'm finally getting to that level now, which has been really awesome. And I'll probably do some live streams or some videos about that. So you guys can look forward to seeing that. But other than this, ladies and gentlemen, the Islamic dilemma, still around. Once again, if you'd like to get your copy of the book, I'll put the link down in the description below. So it's nice and easy for you guys to check it out. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.